ozonolysis. As its name indicate, in this reaction we use ozone to break the bonds. Ozone to break the bond. And this reaction can be carried out in two different ways. One is in the presence of dimethyl sulfide or zinc and H2O. When you use dimethyl sulfide or zinc bar H2O, then this mechanism is known as reductive workup. Reductive workup. Now, second way is in the presence of H2O2, ozone and H2O2. In both this reaction, ozone is required along with ozone H2O2. In the first case, along with ozone, dimethyl sulfide or zinc bar H2O2. And in the second case, when you use H2O2 in the presence of ozone, then it is known as oxidative workup. Now we will see a few examples. Consider ethene, CH2 double bond CH2, CH2 double bond CH2. Then when you treat it with ozone and then dimethyl sulfide or zinc bar H2O, any one of these two you can use, you will get the same product. Then you will get two molecules of HCHO, two molecules of formaldehyde you will get. Now, how we will get this reaction? So now we are doing ozonolysis of alkenes. You know the structure of ozone, right? Oxygen and one double bond, and this single bonded oxygen bears negative charge and here it bears positive charge. And if this double bond shifts to this oxygen, then what will be the structure? Oxygen, single bond, oxygen, and now this oxygen has positive and this oxygen has a negative charge. Now consider the mechanism. So this ozone with one positive charge and one negative charge, when it reacts with CH2 double bond CH2. Now this shared pair of electron, this pi electron will be given to this oxygen. At the same time, this will come down here. Then you will get CH2 single bond CH2. The pi bond is now used to make bond with this oxygen. This oxygen is connected with another oxygen here. This one is connected with another oxygen, and now there is a bond like this. This again rearranges to give CH2 O CH2 O O CH2, and this compound is known as ozonide. This one is ozonide, and this particular compound, the compound that forms first, it is known as molozonide. Now ozone is done. So what are the reagents that we use here? Ozone and zinc bar H2O, right? Okay. Now ozone has already reacted. Now it is zinc bar H2O. So in the presence of zinc bar H2O, the bond cleavage takes place like this. This bond cleaves like this. This bond go, and then zinc will come here and then react with oxygen to form zinc oxide. And the resulting compound, what we have here, see this oxygen carbon oxygen bond, this bond will become a double bond. So consider this carbon, left side carbon, now there is a double bond with this oxygen and there are two hydrogens. So what we are getting now, HCHO. Then move to the right side carbon atom, there is a carbon oxygen single bond. Now that single bond is changed to double bond now, and there are two hydrogen. So we get two molecules of HCHO. There is an easy method to get the ozonolysis product from this alkene. Consider this example. Here CH2 double bond CH2. This reaction we have already done in detail, but here we will see the trick how to get the product. Break this bond and add two oxygen atoms here. That's it. Okay, then you will get carbon with two hydrogens and double bond. So this is the left side carbon, and right side carbon, what you are getting, carbon is there, you are adding one double bond O, and then it is attached with two hydrogens. So this is the product, two molecules of HCHO. Now here in the second compound, second example, first example, second example, how can we make it? Here we are using ozone and dimethyl sulfide, and in the first case we have used zinc and H2. Both are same in the sense reaction is same, two different compounds, but the product form will be different. Here too the same thing, break the double bond, then add one each oxygen atoms on both sides. So here you will get left side product will be CH3 CH double bond O, plus right side carbon is C double bond O with two hydrogen atoms. So first compound is ethanol, right? So here it is ethanol and here it is formaldehyde, methanol. Now come to the third example. Here ozone with zinc bar H2 is used. The same way you can break this, then add oxygen atoms there. Then the left side product will be CH3 CH3. Now a new double bond with oxygen, and left side product carbon double bond oxygen CH3 CH3. So from alkenes you can prepare aldehydes or ketones. You will get two aldehydes, and here also two aldehydes, and here two ketones. So if you take a suitable alkene, then you can prepare one aldehyde and one ketone. This is one of the use of ozonolysis reaction. From alkene you can prepare corresponding aldehyde or ketone. Now we move to the second method. So far we were explaining the reductive workup, right? We were using either zinc bar H2O or dimethyl sulfide. Now we will discuss what is oxidative workup, second method of preparation or ozonolysis reaction. Oxidative workup method. So here what all reagents we are using? First ozone, and then second H2O2. H2O2 is a good oxidizing agent. Here we will see what are the products we are getting when we do ozonolysis with this. We take the same example we started with, CH2 double bond CH2. Then you can compare which all products you are getting in these two different methods. Here first reaction must be done with ozone, right? When you do it with ozone, the reaction is same, breaks this double bond, and you will get two molecules of HCHO, formaldehyde you are getting. Now the second reagent is there, right? H2O2. H2O2 is a good oxidizing agent, so it oxidizes this aldehyde to acid. These are two methanol, right? Methanol molecules or formaldehydes, and formaldehydes gets converted into formic acid or methanol to methanoic acid. So you will get two molecules of HCOOH. You will get corresponding acid. So in the case of reductive workup, product stopped here, or the reaction stopped here, and you got two molecules of methanol. But in oxidative workup method, one oxidizing agent H2O2 is used there, so it oxidizes the aldehydes formed into acid. See, remember here, if one ketone forms here as the product of ozonolysis, then no further oxidation reaction will take place. Now we'll see a few reactions here. Consider first example. Here, if you use ozone and dimethyl sulfide or zinc bar H2O, you can use, okay, any one of these two. So this will be used in the second step. Then what will happen? So when ozonolysis takes place, this bond cleaves, and then one each oxygen atom gets added here, right? So before that we can just number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the compound formed will be like this. So when you on the first carbon atom, there will be a double bond and hydrogen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here what you have on the sixth carbon atom, there is an aldehyde group. So you will get this compound. Now, if the same reaction, if you carry out in the presence of ozone and H2O2, then what will be the products formed? So in the first step, you will get the same product. The first step, you will get the same product, CHO. To make it easy, I can write it like this: CHO will be formed, but due to the presence of this H2O2, then further oxidation takes place, and both these CHO groups will get converted into acid group, and the product formed will be COOH, and here too COOH you will get. This will be the product you are getting. Now consider the second compound. Second compound, if you use O3 and dimethyl sulfide, then which product you will get? Break this bond and consider one CH3 group here also. Okay, break this bond, then add oxygens, 2 oxygens, then you will get both are 5-membered rings, right? So both are 5-membered rings. Then on one of the carbon atom there is double bond O. Then the second compound, that too another 5-membered ring. Double bond O is formed on one carbon, and the next carbon there is a CH3 group, right? Next compound there is a CH3 group. Now come to the third compound. Here you can use ozone and then CH3 twice S. And here in all the cases, first ozone and then this. First this one, second CH3 twice S should be used here. Now this bond cleavage takes place. Before that we can just number it: 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth carbon and sixth carbon. So double bond O's are coming on the first carbon and sixth carbon. So here we can write it like first carbon there is already a CH3 group attached. So here you know that this one is a CH3 group, right? And double bond O. Now on the fifth carbon there is a CH3 group, and then on the sixth carbon there is a double bond O. So that becomes aldehyde, and the other one here, the first carbon gets converted into a ketone, double bond O gets added there. When on the sixth carbon atom, when double bond O comes, it becomes an aldehyde. So this will be the product formed here. We can make it a straight chain, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So like this. So first carbon is a ketone. First carbon is a ketone with a CH3 group. So this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth carbon is a CHO group, and on the fifth carbon there is a CH3 group. So this is the compound you are. I hope you all understood how to do the ozonolysis reaction and how to get the product easily. And we have done enough examples too, right? Okay, thank you.